It is day 3 of the Tacoma build.
Brought to you in part by Alpine Toyota, Martech Engineering, and in part by.
And you know, last night we took this axle out to weld it. Well, this morning it's going right back into place so that we can support the truck with jack stands underneath the axle and get it up at ride height, and then we get to work on the rear. Check it out. She's on her own weight. The axle's underneath it. It's on jack stands. It's got these real fancy coilovers. Rough Country, I think, makes these. I got matching 1-ton axles, so the same truck that the front axle came from, I've got the rear axle. So now we're jacking up the rear end, and it's time to make it happen. The plan for back here is a lot different than the front. We're keeping leaf springs, but we're going with Chevy 63s instead, just to get a bit more flex, softer ride, and yeah, I mean, we gotta make it level somehow.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, daughter had fun on Yagi, her brain fried. My lady Papa Zenny, had her lady popping Molly while she waiting on me. Yogi my area, yogi my area. Keep on heading if you want, I drive it like you know. I don't wanna hear you, just down, I ain't know, like I'm Bango, cutting my hair. I just keep going though, so she's gonna make what I.
So working on the rear end here is so much easier than cutting off the IFS. All of the leaf spring brackets are actually riveted to the frame, not welded in place. So all we need to do is cut the rivets, use the air hammer, knock it off, and same with the front mounts as well. It should take almost no time to clear this frame.
Cash flow. Ooh, pop it on my glass. Ooh, pop them packs. Ooh, smoke that gas. Cash play, blackjack, monkeys on my pick. 100, 200, multiply. Dollar sounds my lullaby.
So the 63 kit we're using is from Rough Stuff Specialties. We took a bit here, did some of the math, and figured out where the perches need to get welded onto the new Sterling rear end. And yeah, it's a pretty awesome kit. It's the same kit that I used in my 3rd gen pickup. Ryan's just over there welding together some of the brackets. The plan is essentially we're having the leaf springs in place on the axle, then we'll swing it under the truck, figure out where it lies there.
Undercover, yeah. Wanna know my name? Jujiana, need him, we a boo, about to beat him, yes. You can even guess me, cause I'm baby. High, low, low, watch you there, not like maybe. Level, welcome to my palace. Tatiana Alice, you just keep on wonder. You just keep on wonder. Tatiana Alice, but annoying memory. I just pop a bin, Danny have been, not and got a Boeing 747, I get weak.
So the 63 kit we're using is actually from Rough Stuff Specialties, and these guys here are also from Rough Stuff. These are just frame outriggers. On the Tacoma, it has the inverted shackles from factory, and the frame actually kinks in a little bit, so you need to use these outriggers to, well, make up for that. So while me and Cliff are busy working on the 63s in the rear, Ryan jumped up front and he's been getting the steering figured out. So the knuckles are put back on. You saw us weld these TMR high steer arms to the knuckles the other day. So yeah, Ryan just got the Heims in and he's gonna measure what we need for length. The pitman arm, as you can see, is also in place. This is just a trail gear pitman arm and it's modified to be double shear and take a Heim. See this fancy bracket? right there, that is for the anti-wrap bar. So when you put the 63s in, they're so much longer. When you step on the gas, the axle will actually try to wrap on you. So this is pretty much just to prevent that. So the steering is now dialed, and it's finally time to throw some tires on this thing and see how much of a monster it actually is. It is just after 10 o'clock at night, and it is time to end day 3. We started taking the axle back out of the front of this thing. The rear end is completely welded in, so the whole 63 kit, the anti-wrap stuff, is all burnt in, good to go. So the rear axle is not coming out of this thing again, but the front will tomorrow morning. Anyways, guys, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. And hey, make sure you subscribe because we got another one of these videos coming up tomorrow. Because as you know, we're daily vlogging this truck until it's done. See you there.